Who is Rum? Be careful, because Rum is in the Quran. There's a whole surah of the Quran entitled Surah Rum. And if you are honest, it's easy to recognize Rum. You do not begin your study of Rum with the hadith. No, that's wrong methodology. If you want to identify Rum, you have to begin with the Quran. We don't have the time tonight to give you all the details. But in Surah Rum, Allah uses the word Rum. The word Rum is used in the Quran only once. In the whole Quran, only once. So you can't miss it. Now, Alif Lam Mim. غُلِبَتِ الرُّوم. Rum has been defeated. في أدنى الأرض, in a land close by. When was this? 1400 years ago, when the Quran was revealed. Was there any Washington at that time? Was there any Western Alliance at that time? Don't they have any sense? Where has wisdom and knowledge gone? Identifying Rum in this frivolous way. That Rum is the Western Alliance. Fi adna al-ard. Rum has been defeated in a land close by. There was no American force at that time. وَهُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ غَلَبِهِمْ سَيَغْلِبُونَ. But within a few years, they're going to turn the tables, and Rum is going to be victorious. فِي بِضْعِ سِنِينَ. In just a few years. In just a few years. And so said, so done. Everybody at that time knew who was Rome. Rome was the Christian Byzantine Empire of Orthodox Christianity. That Christianity which says, no sir, we are not going to allow a man to marry another man. The other Christianity wants the whole world to enact legislation. The Vatican is there also to allow a man to marry another man. But this Christianity says, no. Don't believe me? Go check it out. لِلَّهِ الْأَمْرِ مِنْ قَبْلِ وَمِنْ بَعْدِ. The victory of Rome at that time was in consequence of a decision taken by Allah. Security Council of the United Nations cannot intervene when Allah decides. But there are two victories, two, not one. لِلَّهِ الْأَمْرِ مِنْ قَبْلِ وَمِنْ بَعْدِ. The previous victory, Allah decided. And the subsequent victory, which is to come, Allah decided. When will that subsequent victory come? For whom? It hasn't come. Because Constantinople disappeared. And Rome disappeared. Thanks to the Ottomans. And Rome now moved to Moscow. It is rather silly to send me an email telling me, oh no, there's a patriarch in Constantinople, in Istanbul, so Rome is still there. Syekh Imran. It's rather silly, isn't it? Because Rome in the Quran is a power which can wage war. When you ask the people of Rome, who leads you today? It's Russia. It's Moscow. So I want to suggest to you, it is clear to us that Rome today is Moscow, is Russia. And that there are two victories. لِلَّهِ الْأَمْرِ مِنْ قَبْلِ وَمِنْ بَعْدِ وَيَوْمَئِذٍ يَفْرَحُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. And on that day of victory, Rome's victory, we the Muslims are going to be celebrating. It's been a long time since last we celebrated. And that's why last night I offered an analysis which allows us to smile. That when Allah spoke about Zulqarnain, someone who impacts upon two ages, Qarn and Qarn. And the second Qarn has to be Akhiru Zaman because of Gag and Magog. I said last night that the second Zulqarnain is Vladimir Putin. Remember the rules, that when Imran Hosein offers an opinion, you must never accept it, unless and until you are convinced that I am correct. That is the respect I have for your intellect. I never say to you, don't listen to that fella. No. I say, listen to him, listen to me. But you, you must use your rational faculty, your independent thinking and your research to take your decision as to whether or not this is truth, because you will have to answer before Allah. So I am suggesting to you tonight that we have a confrontation emerging before us now. And this confrontation is anticipated in Surah Al-Kahf in two Qarns, Qarnain. The first one was at that time, when the barrier was built out there in the Caucasus Mountains. And the second one is this: if I am right, that Vladimir Putin is the Zulqarnain of this age, the implication is that Russia will show absolutely no fear. Absolutely no fear whatsoever in the use of power. That if the Ukrainian government of shoeshine boys of Washington, I'm sorry to use this language, I know the Ukrainian ambassador is not going to be happy with it. I know that Ukrainian citizens who listen to me would not be happy with this. But I want to say to you that those who came out of the barricades in Maidan and they brought down the legally elected government of Ukraine, they brought it down with their rioting and their sniping and so on. So this government of shoeshine boys of Washington, if they make the mistake of launching an armed attack on the people of Ukraine, eastern Ukraine, who oppose them and don't recognize them, then that will constitute wicked conduct. That will be a violation of human rights, because you don't have the legal authority. You came out of the streets to overthrow a legally elected government. So you don't have the right and the authority to use the army against us. We don't recognize you as government, no. The day that they use force, send the army to attack the people of eastern Ukraine, and eastern Ukrainian people begin to die, the Zulqarnain of this age is going to respond. As Allah said in the Quran, أَمَّا مَنْ ظَلَمَ فَسَوْفَ نُعَذِّبُهُ ثُمَّ يُرَدُّهُ إِلَى رَبِّهِ فَيُعَذِّبُهُ عَذَابًا نُكْرًا. The Zulqarnain is going to give you a beating of your life. And when he is finished with you and you go to the Lord is going to give you another beating of your life. If I am right, then we're going to be celebrating tomorrow If I'm right, then we are going to be celebrating tomorrow. Because Rome is not going to back down. Can Rome destroy Gog and Magog, the Zionist NATO alliance? No. But then what can Rome do with them? Rome can contain them. I don't know, using military strategy, what would be the method of containment. I don't know. That's beyond my scholarship.